As the premiere of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker is fast approaching, fans are beating their heads wondering what to expect. Why is Rey's lightsaber red? Has Emperor Palpatine really come back from the dead? Who is Skywalker and how is he or she going to rise? So let's have a look at the main and quite crazy Episode 9 theories. Hi, my name's Jeremy and you're watching Awesome Movies. And let's start with one of the big ones. Emperor Palpatine is back. His unmistakable cackling laugh at the end of the trailer was followed by Ian McDiarmid's presence on the day of its premiere. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy later confirmed that Palpatine had always been expected to return. The central theme of the Star Wars saga is the struggle between good and evil, between the light and the dark sides of the Force. And who's the most evil of the evil? You know it. Palpatine will have been present in all three trilogies and will help to connect all of the episodes. So the main question now is maybe not whether, but how he returns from the dead. There are a lot of theories, including one where Rey is going to be possessed by the Emperor. It kind of goes with the idea that Palpatine is already there as Snoke, but was hiding his true identity for some reason. But most theorize that Palpatine is going to be present as a Force ghost, or will regain his own body by making use of clone technology. The die-hard fans might remember in the crucial scene of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Senator Palpatine has already revealed the possibility of conquering death to Anakin Skywalker. By the way, the official cast has confirmed that Mark Hamill will also be in the movie, and now we're more excited than ever. Just as he told Rey, no one's ever really gone. Could there be a Jedi ghost versus a Sith ghost battle in The Rise of Skywalker? We'll see in December. The old Empire is back. Coinciding with the Emperor's comeback, we also saw a fleet of Imperial Star Destroyers in the trailer. The fan theory goes that the plot of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is based upon Chuck Wendig's Star Wars Aftermath book trilogy. These books tell us about a contingency plan by Emperor Palpatine. According to the plan, his most loyal followers retreat to the unknown regions of the galaxy to create a new empire. So the appearance of the Star Destroyers might mean that the First Order has been supplied by that new empire all along, or that the old empire is going to play its own game with Palpatine at the helm. The Episode 9 trailer also shows us the power of some mighty powerful weapons of mass destruction. We don't know where they were fired from, but maybe from the fleet of Star Destroyers. Leia is back too. Yes, General Leia Organa has returned for the final episode of the trilogy. In our galaxy, Carrie Fisher passed away in 2016, but Lucasfilm announced that her character appears in Episode 9 with the use of previously unreleased footage shot for Star Wars The Force Awakens. And as we see in the trailer, Leia appears in a forest location where she and Rey share an embrace. Rey is very emotional in the scene. Could it be their final meeting? Surely Leia's arc in the saga will come to a conclusion, but how that's going to happen still remains unclear. And if General Organa doesn't make it to the end of The Rise of Skywalker, who would lead the Resistance in her place? Captain Poe Dameron would be one contender. He proves himself to be an able leader at the Battle of Crate. But whatever his storyline will be in The Rise of Skywalker, one thing is for sure. The gang is back and is ready to fight the First Order. The trailers show Rey, Finn, Chewie, Poe, and C-3PO on a desert planet and by the sea that consumes the remnants of the Death Star. It's great to see them all together again. It should be noted here that The Rise of Skywalker takes place some time after The Last Jedi. J.J. Abrams explained at the Star Wars Celebration in Chicago that he wanted to allow the characters time to grow since the last we saw them. In this respect, we see that Rey is training hard with her new lightsaber, or maybe even two of them, but we'll get back to that later. One big question is, what will our young Resistance members do to fight the New Order? Did Rey find something in the sacred Jedi text that led her to the desert planet? Was there something in C-3PO's presumably restored memory that brought the gang to the Death Star wreckage? Could that be why C-3PO's eyes have turned red? Hopefully the protocol droid hasn't turned into an assassin version of himself. Anyway, they are together on a mission to hopefully help the Resistance defeat the enemy's army, maybe while a Skywalker is rising and preparing for the final battle. And this leads us to the final major fan theory. Who is Skywalker. Whose rise are we going to witness? Some say that it means Luke, supposedly returning from the dead, but I don't know, it seems kind of lame. Others say that Rey will finally embrace her heritage as Luke's daughter or some other sort of descendant, because there's a theory that Rey is Luke's clone. Maybe his DNA was taken from his severed hand. But I think that would be midichlorians level lame. Incidentally, there's another theory that Rey is the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine. Anyway, how about this? Maybe the Skywalker being referred to is Kylo Ren. After all, he is none other than Anakin Skywalker's grandson. Will he finally turn to the light side just as his grandfather did in Return of the Jedi? Or maybe Skywalker is not a who, but a what. A Skywalker could become a term, like a Jedi. Rey was trained by Luke and then continued her Jedi practices, probably benefiting from those sacred texts she found, and maybe some tips from Leia Organa. She is the new generation, the new breed that might combine the philosophy of the Jedi Knights with the knowledge of the Sith, that is, bringing balance to the Force. Sounds a bit crazy? Well, there's plenty of possible hints about it in the trailers, and most of them are connected to the lightsabers. Did you notice that the movie's logo is purple? And what is purple? It's a combination of red and blue. From the very first movie, Star Wars: A New Hope, we get the idea that the good guys use blue lightsabers and the bad guys use red ones. Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren had red sabers. Of course, at the end of the trailer, Rey wields a double-bladed red lightsaber. But we also see her with a blue one that she fights Kylo Ren with on the remnants of the Death Star, surrounded by a raging sea. There's also a theory that when we see Rey clad as a Sith with that red saber, it's not a reality, it's a vision similar to the one Luke had on Dagobah. Anyway, our idea is that the Star Wars saga comes to a conclusion with this one main goal: balance. Do you remember what Obi-Wan Kenobi said to Anakin at the end of Revenge of the Sith? He said that Anakin was supposed to bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. So as the journey nears its end, it would be more than just logical that someone fulfills the promises and hopes that Anakin and Luke didn't manage to live up to. That's our theory. Let's wait and see which of these theories turns out to be true, if any of them. Do you have your own ideas on what to expect from the Rise of Skywalker? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and stay awesome.